vandalism, it's all the same. It's negative. Now, I know that we can never eliminate all of this in society, but I am happy to say that in this case, we were able to help. This special series was one of the most challenging things I've ever done. But more than that, it was my chance to correct a wrong. Destruction has no place in our city, and hopefully this story will make you think about your own life, because determination makes changes where people say changes can never be made.
They accepted our conditions when they came in 27 years ago. They accepted our feeding policies. They accepted us. And how could you put a price on that? They're a family, part of the family.
So it was a great loss then?
It was a costly loss, a dear loss.
Looking into the darkness of the huge empty tank brought anger. 27 years of pleasure, I thought, gone. 27 years of education, gone. The sign on the tank said it all. In destruction, there was still hope. It was then, at that moment, I knew what I had to do. The alligator gar that were killed had come from Mississippi, and that's where I was headed. And with a little help from friends, I figured the job of replacing the gar could indeed be done. A call to Art Brockman Trucking brought an enthusiastic "count us in" from Jerry Rosem. I had my truck. It was Art Brockman who suggested a refrigerated trailer, pointing out that the 100-degree plus heat of the bayou would be hard on the fish if we got one. Butch Ryan of Frostways came through, donating a refrigerated trailer. Trucker Johnny Russell, who donated his time and expertise, said he could handle anything, and he could. At Belle Isle, we loaded the holding tank and other equipment we'd need to bring them back alive. Next, a sign to make people wonder what in the world a gar hunt is. Jim Gagno, the owner of Aardvark Signs in Berkeley, hand-painted it. And last but not least, Chevrolet gave us the use of a van. It would be the chase vehicle. As we loaded the van, I could feel the adrenaline start to flow. That recalled Hank's farewell.
All I can see is good fishing from the Belle Isle Aquarium and the city of Detroit.
Pascagoula, Mississippi, a shipbuilding, shrimping town on the Gulf Coast about 45 miles southwest of Mobile. I felt like I'd walked into a William Faulkner novel on the Old South. The moss-covered, magnificent oak trees stood guard in front of the hurricane-shuttered houses. The ice house, one of the few left in the country, still working. Our base of operation was Tussie's Fishing Camp, about 5 miles from Pascagoula. The bayous that stretched for miles around would be our hunting ground. The Mississippi Department of Wildlife Conservation had bent over backwards to help. Everybody we dealt with seemed to take the hunt as a personal challenge to correct the wrong. Charlie Nobles and Oris Cumbest would play key roles. Charlie and I would fish, Oris would command the camera boat. And at the time, these two men didn't know it, but it would be many hours, many days of blood, sweat, and fear before they would see their families. As a backup, Oris had made arrangements with P.E. Williams to set nets in case we didn't take the gar on hook and line. Williams, called the Swamp Rat, had fished the alligator gar for 15 years, and the stories he told me about the strength and ferociousness of the gar amused but didn't comfort me.
Old man Rick caught one up the river, and he took the net and went on up the river with it.
The gar took the net and took off with it?
Yeah, he just pulled up and broke the rope and took right on up the river with it. Oh, he was running the trot line one day, and he was going to shoot one with his pistol, and he jumped and shot a hole through the bottom of his boat.